students. So we are with the fourth part of the scoring in NEET and JEE made easy for the first chapter, that is electrostatic charge and field. So let us start with the questions, MCQs. So the first question is, two charges plus 20 microcoulomb and minus 20 microcoulomb are placed 10 millimeter apart. The electric field at a point P on the axis of the dipole is 10 centimeter from its center O on the side of the positive charge. So you can see the figure here. So there is a dipole. So it is having 20 microcoulomb of charge at point A. It is minus 20 microcoulomb, and at point B it is plus 20 microcoulomb, and there is a point away from the dipole P where the electric field is towards the point P. Okay, so now let us see the options here. A is 8.6 into 10 raised to 9 Newton per coulomb. B is 4.1 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per coulomb, and C is 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per coulomb, and D is 4.6 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per coulomb. Okay, so here we can take the dipole, the distance is 10 millimeter, and from the point O, that is midpoint of the dipole, it is given as 10 centimeter from the point P. Okay, so let us solve the MCQ. Now, what is dipole moment? It is Q into 2A. So the dipole moment formula is multiplication of the distance, smallest distance between the two charges, 2A, and either of the charge. Okay, so that is 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 into 10 raised to minus 6. So therefore, what we get is 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter. Okay, now the electric field, what it is given? Electric field is given by 2pr by 4 pi epsilon naught r square minus a square whole raised to square. So this is the equation in the theory where we solve it, where the point on the axis of the dipole, it is solved in your theory. So where we get a equation after deriving a number of steps, we get the equation 2 pi r by 4 pi epsilon naught r square minus a square whole square. So here, as a is lesser than r, okay, as a is lesser than r, we will take it as, we'll take only r. So it will be, so here on the numerator there is r, and here also we get r raised to 4. So 1 r and 1 in the denominator gets cancelled. So we get this equation 2p divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube. So substituting all those given values, what we get is 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per coulomb. Okay, and in the option, so the C option is correct, right? So therefore we will go to the next question. Consider a region inside which there are various types of charges, but the total charge is 0. At point outside the region, the electric field is necessarily 0. The electric field is due to the dipole moment of the charge distribution only. The dominant electric field is inversely proportional to r cube for larger distance, and the work done to move a charged particle along a closed path away from away from the region not be 0. So the option is C. So as we have seen here in the last problem, we have solved for r 1 by r cube. So it will be the work done to move a charged particle along, sorry, the dominant electric field is inversely proportional to r cube it is. So therefore the C option is correct. Okay, so now let us find the next one. Two point charges plus 1 microcoulomb and minus 1 microcoulomb are separated by a distance 100 Armstrong. A point P is at a distance of 10 centimeter from the midpoint and on the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the two charges. The electric field at point P will be. So the options are A 9 Newton per coulomb, 0.9 Newton per coulomb, and 90 Newton per coulomb, and the last option is 0.09 Newton per coulomb. So from the point line which lies on the equatorial line of the short dipole is E equal to 2qL by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube. So it is in the theory. The equations, just go through the equations, you will get the equations. Okay, so if you are perfect with the equations then it will be no problem, but you have to be thorough with the equations, right? So therefore what we get is now 9 into 10 raised to 9 into q is 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 raised to minus 8. So here the separation between them and divided by 10 raised to minus 1 whole cube. So what you get, the answer is this one, 0.09 Newton per coulomb. Okay, so here 100 Armstrong we are taking here means, so 10 raised to minus 8. So that is the L distance between them. Okay. Now let us go to the next problem. An electric dipole is placed at an angle 30 degree with an electric field of intensity 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per coulomb. It experiences a torque equal to 4 Newton meter. The charge on the dipole of, if the dipole length is 2 centimeter, the options are 8 meter coulomb, 4 meter coulomb, 6 meter coulomb, 2 meter coulomb. Okay, so now let E be the electric field. How much it is given? 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per coulomb. Length is 2 centimeter. Tau is the torque is 4 Newton meter. So therefore the equation is tau equal to P E sin theta. Tau equal to P E sin theta, or tau equal to P cross E we will get, right? So therefore P E sin theta is the equation, and here P is so therefore what we have to determine is the charge. So now charge equal to P by L. So what you get, the answer is 4. So after determining all these, first we will get the moment, that is 4 into 10 raised to 5. So now Q is not known, therefore P by L will take 4 into 10 raised to minus 5 by 0.02. So the answer is, the charge is, therefore the charge is, it's not P, it is Q by the way. So therefore Q equal to 2 into 10 raised to 3 coulomb, 2 millicoulomb is the answer. Okay. Now if the next one, if integration between the closed surface E dot ds equal to 0, over a surface, then closed surface it is, over a surface, then the electric field inside the surface and on it is 0. The next option is the electric field inside the surface is necessarily uniform. All the charges must be necessarily be outside the surface. All of these. So the correct option is C. So all the charges must necessarily be outside the surface if it should be equal to 0. Then 35th question, if there were only one type of charge in the universe, so if the closed surface E dot ds equal to is not equal to 0 on any surface, E dot ds equal to 0 if the charge is outside the surface, and if closed surface E dot ds equal to q by epsilon naught if the charges of magnitude q is inside the surface. So I think so B and C are same. So not equal to 0 may not will not be. So therefore B and C are the correct options. Now a sphere encloses an electric field electric dipole within it. The total flux across the sphere is 0, half that due to single charge, double that due to a single charge, dependent on the position of the dipole. Yes, what is the question? A sphere encloses an electric dipole within it. The total flux across the surface is 0 because it is a dipole. The net charge will be 0. Therefore, the option is 0. So, if there is a surface and there is a dipole inside it, so net charge on this surface will be 0. Okay, let us go to the next question. A point charge plus 4 microcoulomb is at a center of a cubic Gaussian surface 10 centimeter on the edge. Net electric flux through the surface is 2.5 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per coulomb, Newton meter square per coulomb, 4.5 into 10 raised to 5 Newton meter square per coulomb, 4.5 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per coulomb, 2.5 into 10 raised to 6 Newton meter square per coulomb. So let us see. So charge is 4 microcoulomb, that is 4 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb. Length what is this given, 10 centimeter. So phi equal to flux equal to q by epsilon naught. So 4 into 10 raised to minus 6 we will write. And what is the value for epsilon naught? 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12. So therefore what answer we get after dividing these two is 4.5 into 10 raised to 5 Newton meter square per coulomb. So the option is C. B. 10 raised to 5 it is. So B is the correct option. Yes. So let us go to the next question. The total flux through the faces of a cube with side of length A if a charge q is placed inside at the corner A of the cube is. So here if this is a cube and here there is a point charge at point A, so it will be distributing to the other neighboring cubes also. Hence A is the correct option because here it will, you can see here the other cubes, it will distribute to the 8 other sides of the cubes. So in the figure when a charge cube is placed at the corner A of the cube, it is being shared. That's what I told here. It is shared equally by 8 cubes. The neighboring cubes will be 8 cubes. So therefore that means it is cut into 8 times. So therefore q by 8 epsilon naught is the correct option. Right? So let us go to the 39th. A rod of length 2.4 meter and a radius 4.6 millimeter carries a negative charge of 4.2 into 10 raised to minus 7 spread uniformly over its surface. The electric field near the midpoint of the rod at a point on its surface is minus 8.6 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per Coulomb, 8.6 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per Coulomb, minus 6.7 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per Coulomb, 6.7 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per Coulomb. Length equal to 2.4 meter and the radius is 4.6 millimeter and the charge is minus 4.2 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb. So linear charge density is given by q by lambda equal to q upon L. So minus 4.2 into 10 raised to minus 7 divided by 2.4. So this will be minus 1.575 into 10 raised to minus 9 coulomb per meter. Now, so therefore the electric field equal to lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r is the formula. So what answer you get is minus 6.7 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per Coulomb. When you substitute the 2 pi value, will get 6.82 when you multiply, and what is the value for epsilon naught is 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 15, and in the radius is so much 4.6. Okay, so therefore what you get is this answer. Now let us go to the last one. So here in the previous equation, so here it is millimeter, so 10 raised to minus 3 and 10 raised to minus 12, I have added these two, so hence we have got here 10 raised to minus 15. Okay, so epsilon naught value is 8.54 into 10 raised to minus 12, and here it is millimeter 4.6 into 10 raised to minus 3. So minus 12 and minus 3 I have added, so we got here a 10 raised to minus 15. So don't get confused here. So answer you'll get it as minus 6.7 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per Coulomb. Okay, let us go to the 40th question. Two parallel infinite line charges plus two parallel infinite line charges plus lambda and minus lambda are placed with a separation distance r in free space. The net electric field exactly midway between the two line charges are 0 to lambda by pi epsilon naught r. C is lambda by pi epsilon naught r. D is lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r. So electric field for the line charge distribution is lambda. We have solved this previous equation, so the same thing here also. So lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r by 2 away from lambda, then it will be electric field at the midpoint. So here we are taking midpoint, means it will be r by 2. Therefore it will minus lambda will be lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r by 2 towards a negative. So therefore when we add these two, E equal to E plus of E minus, so what you get is 2 into lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r by 2. So the answer what it comes to be as 2 lambda by pi epsilon naught r. So what is the correct option here? B option is correct. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please do like, share and comment and subscribe to this channel. and share with your friends.